So, one of the things I get asked quite often is, what is SERPs and how does it relate to me? I mean, I'm a small business. Why do I need SERPs? Well, if I answer the question what SERPs is, then that will probably help answer the question why it's important to you. Um, I'm going to do a quick example here. Um, let's just say, for example, we're going to search in google.co.uk and we're going to say, I don't know, look for a in bakery in Manchester. So you'll see we've got Google local results here, and that comes from Google Local Business. So if your business is in Google Local Business Listings, it will appear here if people do a search. It may not appear at the top, but it will be in the listings. And we're going to come on how we get further up those results later. So you'll see, for example, we've got Hose Bakery, Compagno Bakery, and things like that. And here we've got the organic results, TripAdvisor being the first. Now this is an interesting one. We actually have a bakery, a physical bakery listing third organically, both in the Google Local Business Results, the snack pack as it's sometimes called, and also organically in the results here. In fact, I'm going to have a little sneak peek at their website. Let's just see what it looks like. That's quite nice, isn't it? And if I have a look at their content, you can see they've got quite a bit of content on the home page. Not a lot, but it's optimized, and that's why it appears in the search results. Now, SERPs as a term stands for Search Engine Results Pages. So if you go to our blog here, for example, we have a few items. We have 6 at the moment, currently focused on SERPs, and we're going to be producing more. And it tells you what is SERPs. SERPs basically stands for Search Engine Results Pages. So where you appear in the search results for different search terms. If you own a Cobblers, for example, in Chesterfield, where you appear in the search results for Cobblers in Chesterfield. If you own a bakery in Manchester, where you appear in the search results for those. And you'll see here as well what we've done is created another article just this morning actually about what is SERPs ranking and why it matters to small businesses. And it's very simple. If you want to appear in the search results for a particular search term, you have to work at optimizing the content on your website. So for example, you own a bakery in Manchester, which is just the example I picked for this tutorial or this video. If you don't appear at the top of the search results, it's a little bit like having a bakery in Manchester but down a side street. There's not going to be many people passing by, so you're not really getting the opportunity to, have more people passing by the shop, looking in the window, smelling the bread, that's a good one, and coming in and then making a purchase. Obviously, if you're on a corner and you've got people coming this way and people coming that way, and you're right in the heart of a city, then you're going to have more sales because more people are walking past. And that's just the same as being at the top of the search results. The higher you are in the search results, the higher the chances that somebody's going to visit your site. If 1,000 people are searching for a particular thing and you're at the top, then around 400 of those people are going to be visiting your website purely and simply because you're at the top of the search results, like Hose Bakery here. I would imagine they get quite a lot of traffic. In fact, maybe an idea to ask them, how many people come to your website? How many people visit you from, Google search? And how did you get there? I've no doubt that they've done a lot of work on their optimization of their website. So let's bring this back to SERPs as a tool to measure where you are. Say, for example, you do own a bakery and you're in Manchester and there's hundreds and hundreds of bakeries, but you're the only one that does a particular type of bread, or you're the only one that has a particular type of oven. Our suggestion would be very simple. Sell that. put it on your home page, take some photographs, make a separate page on your website about that particular product or service, and then make sure that that's optimized. And eventually that will start to rise in the search results. Um, for example, we track SERPs or search engine results, not just for one term, but for multiple terms. Here's an example of one we're doing already for ours. We track What No website in Bing, google.co.uk, google.com, and we can track in other search engines as well. We can track local results where you appear in that snack pack, the Google business results. And what's interesting here is it isn't actually the home page that's ranking. We can't get the home page to rank for everything. So what we do is we have a home page and we say, this is what we do, this is what we're about, but then we've got another page or maybe another page, and we have different search terms on each page. And if one starts rising in the search results, we write another article, then another, then another. Hence, we have lots of articles, well, 5 or 6 at the moment, about SERPs tracking and how that's relevant to local businesses or small businesses. So that eventually Google indexes this content, and that can take a month, maybe 3 months, and that starts rising in the search results as people are searching. Then people realize, well, hang on, these guys haven't just done one page on SERPs, so maybe they know what they're talking about, because there's a whole bunch of articles on SERPs. And you'll see here we have other search terms that we rank for. For example, should I contract a local designer? And if I do a Google search for that, if I highlight that search term and then just say do a Google search, you'll see here that that article is there, and it even has the date, because we have our blog designed in such a way that it has the publication date. It's called rich snippets and things like that, to actually give Google a lot more information on the article, so they know before they even present the page to you when it was published, if it has rankings, what the ranking is for that page. There's other search terms as well. You know, we've covered that. There's some quirky ones that we did a while ago to test. For example, Yorkshire pudding SEO. Not a popular search term, but SEO is a little bit like Yorkshire puddings. You have to do the SEO, you have to optimize the content, then you have to put it in the oven, you just have to wait a few months, and twiddling your thumbs, and you're just waiting to see if it appears in the search results. And if it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, you can try again and do another article and maybe get that one up there instead. It's one that we use just as an example, because we know it's number one in Google, because hardly anybody's searching for Yorkshire pudding SEO. But people do search for things like what is SERPs, what is SERPs ranking, what is SERPs tracking. And it's really important, because if you think about it this way, if you run a business that has 5 core services, and you have google.co.uk, .com, .es, Bing, Yahoo, that's 5 search engines. To track all 5 search terms in all 5 search engines every day and make a little note in Excel where they appear, that's 15 searches you have to execute. And you also have to make sure that you clear the cache on the browser, that you connect in from an IP address that's correct. For example, you can't search from Spain for results in the UK without having those results skewed. And that's what we do. We track these search results in different search engines in different countries, so that you can find out where you rank. And oh yeah, I've just noticed I have my favourite t-shirt on, Soy Giri Ike. We'll come on to that later. So the key thing here is, for a small business, it's time consuming, and we try to take that element out of the equation for you. So we track all these search results for you. We can write the content if required, but what's better, because you know your business far better than your web designer does, you write the content, give it to your designer, let your designer optimize that content, and then publish it, and then share it to social, and sit back, wait. A month, 2, 3 months later, that content will start ranking. Yes, it's a long time, but Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. While you're waiting for that article to rise, do another one. And my suggestion would be one blog article every week on a different subject that focuses on what value you bring to your clients, what service or product you can provide that nobody else does provide. And then after about a month to 2 months of doing this, maybe 3 months at a push, go back, have a look at the search results and see which articles are rising and which ones are dropping or not rising. Focus on the ones that are rising, leave the ones that aren't, but leave the content there because it may rank later in time. And then when another search engine result starts tracking, starts ranking, optimize that, write another one about that. So I hope that's been of use. Please, if you've got any questions, just get in touch and I'll do my best to help. Thanks very much.